expression your political rights along with your social view. You can participate by writing your valuable comments and questions right below on the comment box or by calling our studio at 1-844-624-6745. And I'm Shafina. I'll be hosting this special episode of My City, My Vote. It's about your local government election. On 5th of November 2017, as you know, that Montreal City Corporation is holding one. And our today's guest is Mr. Rafiq, who is one of the candidates for the upcoming city election for the city park extension. And we are going to talk to him about the upcoming election. And here he is. So please welcome. Hello, Mr. Rafiq.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. কেমন আছো?
ভালো আছি. He's asking how are you in Bengali. ভালো আছি. How about you? How are you?
ভালো আছি.
Great. Whoa, I'm surprised. Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's a pleasure for me too to have you here in our studio. So, now we're going to first of all we would like to talk to you about yourself. Would you mind telling our viewers about your professional background or what you do?
Who I am after.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Here
of
you
course.
go. Please.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Rafik Bentabbel. I'm running for City Council in ParkExtension.
That's right.
Before that, I'm finishing my law degree right now in university, and I'm working with many associations.
Which university?
University of Quebec in Montreal.
Great.
So in law, so I'm finishing it, and I'm working with many associations in housing. So in the law of housing, whether it's with tenants or landlords. So with tenants, I help by giving information, legal information to people who have trouble with, bad housing condition, with hikes in the loyer, and with many other things like that. With the tenants, exactly. So to make sure that the tenants can have the rights respected. So I'm helping them in Hansik Quartier-Ville. It's a comité logement, we call it. So it's a tenant association. And I'm also working with a landlord association to help the landlords who have trouble with contractors or with the city. So to give them information, because not all landlords have enough money to be represented by a lawyer. Many people, they need help. So I'm giving them legal information too.
And support.
Of course.
Okay, great. That's great to know.
Yeah.
And now, please let our viewers know about your motivation to get into this city election. What motivated you?
So about 1 year ago, me and my tenant association, we made a study about the bad housing condition in the island of Montreal. And we found out that 1 house on 3 has unhealthy condition in house. So I went with some other people of our association to the city.
For the Parc EX?
For Parc EX, Hansik Quartier-Ville, Montreal Nord, so the northern part of the city of Montreal. So it included Parc EX, which is a big problem here too. And we went to the city of Montreal. We asked a question to the current administration. We told them to take action, and it worked out. So they acted to make sure that it doesn't happen anymore. Well, they put more money and effort on the inspection, but it's still not enough, I think. But still, I wonder, and it's the first motivation. I went to the city council, I asked a question, and I saw that, the municipal level, it acts on our day-to-day life. It's something that touches us. So I decided to get involved with Projet Montreal on that issue, but on many others, to improve our conditional living, our quality of life in Parc EX.
Okay, great. That's great. And then you thought about coming to this election so you can help them more?
Of course.
Okay, great. That's great to know. Thank you so much for answering that. Now, how about the campaign? It's almost over. How did it go so far? Talk about that, please.
So well. It went so well. I've been in campaign for the last 3-4 months, formally as a candidate, because in Projet Montreal, the way we work out is democratic. So we are elected within our party to represent a riding. So for the last 4 months, I've been campaigning hard, going for temples, mosques, everywhere to speak with everybody and to make sure, that nobody is left behind. To make sure that we speak with everybody, that we understand the issues. And what is really impressive and what makes me so humble is that many young people from many communities, whether it's Tamil, whether it's Bengali, whether it is Pakistani, French, they all came to our campaign and helped out. So that's why I'm really, really happy about this campaign, is that all the communities are coming together to have some change in this neighborhood.
That's great. So that means this is the positive side of your campaign. Did you have any kind of challenge, anything challenging that you had to overcome that?
Well, of course, you know, talking with your neighborhood, it's always a challenge. You know, we always go back to home. You know, I'm living in Parc EX on the Burnham, right next to here.
Okay.
And, you know, it's always a bit of a challenge to go out and speak to people at first, but it's something, you know, it comes easier and easier. So I had a lot of fun doing it, and I think I had more good moments than bad ones. So that's what I love about this campaign.
Great, so that's positive. So you were thinking positive and...
Always positive, and you know, in Projet Montreal we have a program that's what keeps us together with Valérie Plante and Juliana Fumagalli, who are the other candidates for Parc EX but on other levels. And we are always positive, we are putting onward what we want to do for the neighborhood, and that's good.
That's what we want as well.
Yeah.
Okay, now would you like to tell our community members about your integrity?
Yeah, of course. You know, I'm not a long-time serving elected official.
Right.
You know, I'm coming here for the job, I'm applying, and I'm doing interviews with every electors, you know, people who can vote. And my dad is a taxi driver. I mean, I've seen injustice all my life, and I really want to work out to serve the people of Parc EX. And I mean, it tells a lot about my honesty and integrity. I want to work out to improve the condition of living in Parc EX, and talk about, you know, the $15 an hour for the people working in the city, talk about right for the taxi drivers and all others, you know, all the other workers. So I'm sincere with it. I'm talking issues, and I really want to work out for the people.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's great.
Thank you.
And viewers, please do not hesitate to contact us or participate here by writing your valuable comments or questions right below on the comment box, or you can call us at 1-844-624-6745. So here now, Rafiq, one more question here for you. Now, should the young generation from different communities be getting into mainstream politics, and how they can be encouraged?
Of course, and they can be and they should be involved in mainstream politics, whether it's in political parties or whether it's just in their communities, you know, getting involved, organizing their community around issue and try to make themselves visible, because if you do not vote, sadly, you're not visible to the politician. So they should, of course, get involved with parties. They should, of course, be involved in their community. And I like to think that I'm an example in it, because, you know, I'm running for city council. I'm quite young.
That's right.
I really, really want to show up that our young generation needs to get involved, need to ask for change. And I did it in the mainstream politics, in a political party, in election, but everything is beautiful in it. My volunteers, most of them, are from many different communities. For instance, the Tamil, the Bengali, the Pakistani, and they are all young people. We are a group of young people who want to upgrade our neighborhoods. So, of course, and with my election, I hope so, it will encourage others to try to get elected, whether it's on provincial level or federal level. But we need young people to get involved into politics and trust them, because they have the knowledge. They came into Canada with their parents. For myself, I was born in Algeria, and we studied in Canada. So we learned the ways of Canada, we learned the ways of our country, and we want to serve, you know, for our parents, for our grandparents, and we want to upgrade their quality of life, because they sacrificed themselves for us. My father, as a taxi driver, sacrificed himself for us.
That's
and
right.
Running an election, it's my way to improve for the others, to make sure that the other children don't go through what I went in, you know, in bad housing condition, with my father working so hard for me to go to school. And I really want to give back.
That's great. Keep it up.
Thank you.
So here for you, one message from Emmanuel said, "Go Rafiq."
Thank you.
Thank you, Emmanuel. We got your message. Okay, so now, yes, we're getting some other comments as well. Okay, another person, Samiha Hussein, said, "Rafiq is the city councillor that Parc EX needs." There you go.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rifo.
Compliments. Thank you so much for participating again, viewer. And now we have to take a short break. Please don't go away. We'll be back in a moment. More questions. Hello, welcome back to Nagorik TV's special episode, My City, My Vote, with Mr. Rafiq from ParkExtension City, and he is contesting for the City Councilor position for ParkExtension. And we will go back to him. We're gonna discuss a few more things with him. And please, if you have any question or comments, do not hesitate to write on the comment box, or you can call us at 1-844-624-6745, and I'm going back to him. Okay, so again, now, another question. This is a question,
of course.
Why do you think we should be selecting you?
Well, for a start, you know, I studied in Canada in law, and I think I can bring what some other people cannot. I understand the way of how we put forward regulation in the city of Montreal. I live in this neighborhood, so I know my place. I've grew up in the borough of Villeray-Saint-Michel, ParkExtension. I've been here all my life, so I know this place, and I really want to work out for the people. I've went through a lot in my life, whether it's with my family, so I know how it is to feel that somebody is doing sacrifices for you, so you can be able to study, so you can be able to give back. So I want to work hard for this neighborhood. I want to serve, and that's pretty much it, yeah.
Okay, that's great. Yes, you want to serve, definitely. You are already doing, people are, yes, we're getting a lot of likes for you. And again, now, yes, you said you went through a lot of things, and you don't want other people to have these things. You want them a better life.
Of course.
You will be helping them, supporting them to get the better life. And now, what are your improvement commitments for the ParkExtension citizens?
Of course. Well, we have a lot to do in ParkExtension, I believe. For the last 20 years, it has been exactly the same issues that come up, whether it's employment, whether it's housing, whether it's security for pedestrians. We have so many things to work on.
Construction,
for God's sake, you're right. You know, on Saint-Dominique, it's a bit further in the east, but they just redone a space on Jarry and Saint-Dominique, and next year they have to come back because they did not, you know, did the gas lines, but they did only the water pipes. So we need to work on all those issues. So Valérie Plante and I, and Juliana Fumagalli, we want to work on that. What I want to do on the matter of employment. Right now in the city of Montreal, there's a program. It's called Programme Accès Égalité. So it's a way for immigrants to get inside, to get jobs inside the city of Montreal. But there's one problem. The regulation says that 15% of jobs given in the city of Montreal goes to immigrants, but only right now 4%. On 15 that is in the regulation, only 4% of people working for the city of Montreal are immigrants. It's unacceptable. The jobs given by the city of Montreal, they're good paying jobs. They have, you know, you can retire at the end. You have insurances.
That's right.
And we need to give more jobs in the city of Montreal to people from immigration. That's one of the things I want to do. I want to make sure that in the city of Montreal, in all the contract and up into all the subcontractors, that there's a clauses that make sure that 15% of the people hired by the city of Montreal are immigrants. So that's one of the things I want to do.
Okay, that's great. Please keep it up. And also, to get a job in the city, there are some criteria, right?
Of course.
There are some criteria,
and diplomas required, of course. But
so are you going to give that support?
Thank you.
Are you going to give that support, because they need the support to get into those jobs, or to get that job?
You're absolutely right. But you know, in Montreal, in Canada, with our immigration process, we only keep the best immigrants. We keep the immigrants with skills, with diploma, with knowledge, and we tell them, when you come to Canada, you're going to get a good paying job. Well, when they come here, they find out that they can just work in Uber or in the industrial, in the Saint Laurent. We need some change. We need to make sure that our immigrants can find job in the city because they have skills, they have knowledge, and we must valorize it.
Okay, great. Okay, so when you will suppose you get the position, you were there. So what will be the first thing you would like to do for the citizen of ParkEx?
Of ParkExtension.
The first thing?
The first thing I want to do
Yes.
is to make sure that we start working on the issue of housing. One of the thing that is really ridiculous, it's in ParkExtension, so many houses, you know, the prices are going up. And we have
price, is this the rent or
the
the
rents?
house rent?
Yes, the rents and also the taxes.
Yes.
It's really unacceptable, you know. We pay more and more taxes, and the services, they don't change. They're pretty much the same. So the rents are going up, the taxes are going up. So one of the things I really want to do is to cut the welcome tax. So when people want to buy houses on the island of Montreal, when they are families, we want to cut the welcome tax so they can buy houses in Montreal. So that way, when they're going to go shopping, they're going to go in our neighborhood. So that way we can keep the wealth. When people are getting more wealthy, instead of going to Laval or Brossard or Longueuil, they have to stay in ParkEx, they have to stay in Montreal, and, you know, shop in our neighborhoods to improve the quality of life and the wealth of everyone. That's one of the things. We also want to make the houses good housing condition, act on bedbug, cockroaches, rats, mice. It's really unacceptable what so many families have to live through. And one of the things we want to do is create a squad of inspectors, 30 inspectors in the city of Montreal that will have the duty to inspect 20% of all the houses in Montreal and find out where are the problems. So that way we can tackle this issue, we can act and do preventive inspection. Instead of just being reactive, we will be proactive. We will go and try to find where are the problems.
Is it going to be a service free of cost, or you're going to...
Of course, free of cost, because people pay taxes and they deserve services. We need what Valérie Plante wants to do. Instead of wasting money on the 375e party or the Formule E, we want to give it back as services. And one last thing, if I may say, we want to make the public transit, metro and buses, free for the children below 12 and the seniors.
Because senior over 65?
65, yeah.
65 now.
Because we want to be known, Projet Montreal, as the party of mobility. We want to make sure that our young people and our seniors can use public transit, can move around the city. And we also want to make sure that the people who have less money, making $30,000 and less, can have a reduction cost on the office card. So we want to make sure that people can use public transit at a lowest cost and give services back to people.
That's right, thank you. Yes, public cost, if it is less, it's good, it's better. Less traffic on the street as well. We're not using cars.
You're right.
Yeah, saving money for gas and everything, and the gas price, it jumps up.
Of course.
Last night it was maybe $1.15, and this night is $1.29.
Exactly.
Which is, there should be some regulations to regulate these things. Inflation rate is 2% per year, whereas every night it's going up and up, which is not good. Do you have any plan for that, to regulate those things?
I think it's a bit different. It's not really in the municipal way of acting. So but you said something really interesting about traffic and construction.
That's right.
One of the things Projet Montreal wants to do, and Valérie as a mayor and me as a city councilor, is to make sure that we act on the traffic in Montreal. It is unacceptable what we're living through, and we want to coordinate the construction sites. Because right now, the right hand does not talk with the left hand. Gaz Metro does not talk with the city. Hydro-Québec does not talk with Gaz Metro. So everyone is doing its job on his side, and it's taking time and time and time. What we want to do is to coordinate everything to make sure it go faster.
And communicate with each other.
Exactly.
There should be a way, and you can communicate with
by the city of Montreal, so we don't do the jobs 3 times on the same sidewalk, you know?
That's right.
Because that's what's been happening the last 15 years, and we wonder who is making money out of it, because it makes no sense. We want to coordinate the construction site, so there will be less traffic. That's what we want to do.
That's great. Yeah, good to know. Thank you so much for
It's
all these answers. And now, Rafiq, you are from ParkExtension, right?
Of course.
For how long have you been there in this area? For how long?
Well, when my parents came to Montreal.
When did you come?
We came 20 years ago.
Oh, that's right. Like you were a kid.
Exactly. I was 1 year old.
Okay.
And we came in Parc EX. Since then,
up to now.
Yes.
So viewers, for some of you, like yes, he's here from. It's been 20 years. He's living in Parc EX.
I came in Parc EX 20 years ago. Yeah. So I was raised when I was young in Parc EX, but then we were moving. So I went to Saint Michel. Okay. I went to François Perrault, and I'm back in Parc EX. So I've been all over the borough, but Parc EX is my place. I've been living here for a lot of years. Okay. I know this place, and it's we are so many people here. I think we are 30,000 people. Okay.
So now, anyway, thank you so much.
It's my
now,
pleasure.
Viewers, we have to take a quick break, and we'll be back within a moment. Please don't go away. Stay tuned.
Do you have any more?
Hello, viewers. Welcome back to Nagorik TV's Nagorik TV's weekly program, weekly show. Nagorik Face View. And now we are back again with Mr. Rafiq. We stopped where he was talking like about this area. Most of the time, it's been 20 years he's in Montreal, and most of the time he lived in Parc EX area. And now for this year's City Council election, he is contesting for the City Councilor position. And we will go back to him. We'll ask a couple more questions and a few more conversation. And please, if you have any question or comments, do not hesitate to write on the comment box. I'm checking them, by the way. Okay, so again, Rafiq.
Yeah.
So yes, we were saying that you moved around and then you came back here.
ParkExtension is my neighborhood, and I know it well. You know, during my campaign, I went to every side of the neighborhood, whether it is on Liège, on Saint-Roch, on Jarry, on Beaumont, on the other side too. So I know Parc EX like the back of my hand.
Ins and outs. You know this area.
Of course.
Okay, so this is your home. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Now, okay, so we asked you about so many things. What's your plan? We know what are the problems, existing problems.
Exactly.
And you have some plans, like you told us what you want to do. Now, what will be your message to the Parc EX viewers or people who are going to be voting for you?
Well,
for ParkExtension, please.
From the beginning, I think the real important thing is to go vote November 5th. We have to make ourselves visible. We have to make ourselves heard. When we have issues that we want to put forward, we need to trust the person who's going to fight for us at the City Council. And I want to be this person. I want to be the person who will talk about the $15 an hour and make sure that our workers are paid at a decent wage. I want to make sure that I'll be the one fighting to make sure that all the houses are affordable and in good housing condition in Parc EX. I want to be the City Councilor of ParkExtension. So please, November 5th, whether you vote for me or not, please go vote. It's our way to be respected. It's our way to make ourselves heard. Valérie Plante, Juliana Fumagalli, and me, Rafik Bentabbel, we count on your support. So please, whether you're young or old, please go vote. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much again. And now let's see if there is any question. Okay, well, viewers, thank you so much for your comments. I'm just telling the names that the people who commented on this show. It is from Emmanuel, then Samiha, Shafiqur Rahman, Lizzie Islam, Rustam Asaduzzaman, Elizabeth Farooq Kazi, Rizwan Khan, Farooq Kazi again. Thank you so much for your comments. We are reading those comments, and yes, of course, your comments are very valuable and they are important for us. Keep watching, and if you have any question, please ask those questions. I'm gonna bring it to his attention. I'm gonna ask him the question, please. Mr. Farouk, he just said he is it's been 20 years he is living in ParkExtension, and most of his time he spent here in ParkExtension, and yeah, so he is not from outside of this area. He is from your area. Yes, and it's of course it's your choice what you would like to do. If you have any question, please feel free to ask.
If I may say something.
Yes.
I mean.
Yes, he wants to say something.
Well,
let's listen.
Thank you. One of the things that is really important about Projet Montreal is not the person that are representing them, it's that we have a program. Me, I'm nothing. Juliana, we're not big people, you know, we're people doing our homework because we know about the issue, we have been following up, but it is Valérie Plante, our leader and running for mayor, that she is putting onward our program, and that she is the important one. So please understand that we have a program that keeps us together, we have commitment, and we are working as a team. Thank you very much.
That's great, yes. Teamwork.
Of course.
That's the main thing, teamwork. Anything we can't do alone. Everybody has to be together, and then together we can do good things.
You're right.
You need cooperation from other people, from the community. So thank you so much. Now I have to say goodbye to you and our viewers. Thank you so much, viewers, for participating in this program. I really appreciate your participation and your support. And this special episode has to come to an end. We're gonna say goodbye to you, and probably we will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. And on behalf of viewers, Nagorik TV, I would like to thank Rafiq, and I would like to wish him all the best for the upcoming election. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. And Rafiq, thank you so much for coming, joining us, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. It was a pleasure.